Alright, here we go. The two things at every video. Number one, my grandfather was a Scottish Rite York member. All these books my grandfather had in his possession, never read them, never cracked them open. And when I got the books, I'm the only one that has read them. You can go to my Freemason library to see all the books my grandfather had in his possession and documents. Number two, we were informed by a Freemason that all these books are allegory. And that if you really want to know about Freemasonry, you ask a Mason. And so, since all this is allegory, we're doing videos and we want to know, what does this stuff mean if it's an allegory? So right now we're in the section of the Master Architect, 12th degree. And
this is from Clausen's Commentaries on Morals and Dogma.
Yes. So this is the big dog book. Albert Pike is the first one to come out with the Morals and Dogma, and then Clausen has written his own. So here we go. What do we have here? Let me get the camera situated. We're going to start at the beginning.
This is a scientific degree that unfolds the principles of architecture and the connection of liberal arts with Masonry. The action shows admission to the office of Chief Architect following a proficiency examination. The instruments and working tools of Masonry are used to exemplify the moral and ethical analogies. An application of these to what we do in our daily lives inevitably will result in making us better, wiser, and more useful. We adapt a square to plane surfaces and also for geometry or measurement of the earth. The ancients supposed this to be flat. The compass relates to spheres or spherical trigonometry. This also deals with the heavenly bodies. In the Materia Prima, printed in 1613, Valentinius set forth a representation of a triangle upon a square, both inscribed within a circle. Above this there was a human body with a male and female head, but with only two arms. The male arm next to the sun held the compass, and the female arm next to the moon held the square. The earth was then regarded as female, or the bountiful mother, while the sun was regarded as male, or the generator of the earth. Combined, they symbolized the double nature of deity. The compass represents the spiritual, the intellectual, and the moral part of humanity, and the square the material, the sensual, and the base portion. Masonry uses these for teaching purposes. As a knight, you have been taught that the sword symbolizes honor and duty.
So, look at there, people. A body with two heads, a male head and a female head, one holding the sun, one holding the moon, the arm, each arm. You want to comment on that?
Well, if anyone wondering what this is, it's the worship of the sun and the moon. The sun being a representation of the god Baal, who is Satan himself, and the moon being a representation of the Queen of Heaven, who is Babylon, the religion of Satan. That's what the Bible says about the worship of sun and moon. Solomon worshipped Baal and Ashtaroth since he married women who were from the cultures that did that kind of worship. And so here's Masonry going back to Solomon and going back to that worship of Baal as Satan or the sun, and the Queen of Heaven, his religion, the Babylonian religious system, as the moon. That's what's going on here.
So there you go, people. Male and female head on one body with two arms. Interesting.